Yo, what is up guys? It's the Nightwing at Way of Life Esports coming at you guys with another League of Legends video here today. If you are a Damwon gaming fan, this is actually incredible news for you. Former SKT head coach KKoma joins Damwon Gaming ahead of the 2021 LCK season. The three-time World Championship winning coach is set to helm the most dominant roster in the world. Coming off a historic win at the 2020 League of Legends World Championship 2 weeks ago, Damwon Gaming has made a sudden shift at the head coaching position. The team has hired former SK Telecom Team 1 head coach KKoma to lead its roster ahead of the 2021 season. KKoma, a longtime staple of the SKT franchise, led the organization to its record-setting 3 World Championship titles between 2013 and 2016. After the 2019 season, he left the organization to develop his coaching career in the LPL with Vici Gaming. And then you also had Damwon put out a little clip on their official Twitter page. This also says, "This past season, however, KKoma found little success in China with Vici. The team hovered around the middle of the pack in the LPL throughout the entirety of 2020 and eventually ended the season with a final match record of 15-17, game record of 40-44. In 2021, however, Damwon has clearly placed enough confidence in the idea that KKoma's results will return to form with an extremely talented roster under his wing. Additionally, the team announced that it's moving on from its former head coaching duo, Zephyra and Danny. The pair's prowess was cited extensively for Damwon Gaming's success throughout the team's legendary 51-8 run down the stretch of the 2020 season. While the idea of releasing an extremely capable and proven coaching staff fresh off of winning a world championship title might seem a little extreme maneuver on the surface, it's safe to say that Damwon Gaming's future will be in good hands with one of the most proven coaches in the history of Korean League of Legends set to take up the mantle. So there's so much I want to discuss with this. So what's really interesting is there's actually a follow-up article that'll explain where the former Damwon Gaming's coaching staff is going to go. Then that's going to turn into another discussion because I want to merge where Damwon Gaming's coaching staff is headed because it ties into another thing. But let's just focus on KKoma right now. So KKoma joining Damwon Gaming as their head coach, I think is absolutely great for them. But the issue here is how well KKoma was actually helping Vici. We won't really know because they did kind of hover around the middle of the pack, but I don't think that's KKoma's fault. Vici have just been known to be not that good anyway. I personally think that if KKoma was the head coach of either FPX, JDG, IG, Top Esports, we might have seen some different results in one of these teams in the LPL in the 2020 season. But he later on left Vici. He wanted to be closer to his family. Now he can be closer to his family, and he gets a world championship roster when returning back to Korea in the 2021 LCK season. And I think that's a really good thing for KKoma. Now, his coaching style, I think, was a little outdated when SKT/T1 were doing pretty poorly. I think some of his drafts were actually pretty good. Like, a lot of people say that some of these drafts are questionable. The more I look through, like, a lot of these drafts, I think some of them are just perfectly fine. Like, people gotta factor in, you give players things that you think they can do well on, and it's up to the players to play it out. I think Reaper got flamed for a lot of the drafts that I thought were actually pretty good in my own personal opinion. So the way KKoma would show them how to play the game, or his macro philosophy and how to play the game, hopefully that makes Damwon a whole lot better, because I personally think that Damwon is most likely going to be the best team in the LCK in 2021 unless there's some really huge roster shakeups in the LCK that's going to change otherwise. And since they just won the 2020 World Championship, most people should have them at first place in the LCK 2021 Spring Split Power Rankings. I mean, But if you are a fan of Damwon and you just got Koma as your head coach, I think that's a good thing. Like, we really can't ever tell how strong coaches are, but Koma has a proven track record, and people are gonna say, oh, he had Faker, oh, he had Bangi, Marins, the Dukes. That's true, but just because you have good pieces doesn't mean you know how to use them. A lot of super teams, well, a decent amount of super teams in regions when they're built in off seasons leading into the next season of competitive, they fail. And it takes a decently strong coach to mold all the personalities, get the team to bend to your way. I think coaching can go a long way in League of Legends, but I personally think that Koma is a proven coach to the point where any team will give him a shot no matter what. So, the next thing I want to tackle is going to be where the former Damwon Gaming coaching staff will be headed. And I'm going to give you that information right now. So, T1 signs Danny, Zephyra, and Bangi as League of Legends coaches. T1 is taking a new direction in 2021. I think you guys already know where I'm going to be headed with this one. T1 welcomed its new League of Legends coaching staff today, introducing head coach Danny, assistant coach Zephyra. I keep saying Zephyra because, like, on my main YouTube channel, where I play like Yu-Gi-Oh, there's an archetype called Zephyra. So whenever I hear the name Zephyra, I keep saying Zephyra. Sorry about that. I know I keep butchering his name. And academy coach Bangi. Danny and Zephyra will take up the reins for the 2021 LCK season, replacing former head coach Kim, coach Comet, and head of strategy and analytics Tolki. Following a heavy-handed defeat to a Freaker Freaks in round 1 of the 2020 LCK Summer Split Playoffs, T1 had a promising start to 2020, beating Genji 3-0 in the LCK Spring 2020 Spring Split Finals, but after attending the MSI Cup in May and facing off against the top 4 teams from China's LPL, the squad plummeted. Danny and Zephyra, former coaches for World's 2020 champions Damwon Gaming, will reunite on T1. So, what's super interesting in this is that most people are going to basically forget Zephyra used to be a coach for T1. Like, this is really, really interesting because the next conversation that I want to bring up is the LS point, because I'm going to go to that right after I finish reading the article, because there's a lot that I wanted to tackle on there. T1 says, it's a new environment in T1. In a new position as the head coach, I'm happy to take the challenge of reconstructing the dynasty, Danny said. I'd like to thank Damwon, who respected my choice, and as much as there are high expectations from the team and the fans, I'll lead the team will get to better results. Bangi, who had been taking a break from professional league after completing his military service in South Korea, will lead T1's academy team for 2021. The 3-time world champion and former T1 jungler will continue to hone his skills from a strategic position. While there's been no official word from T1 on the subject, it appears that rumored coach LS will no longer be joining the organization. So that's what I want to tackle. So if people don't really remember this, because I watch all these regions, these guys are very, very familiar. I know Zephyra was the coach of T1. He was their coach even all the way back, I'll say all the way back, was like last year at the 2019 MSI, where people said his drafts were questionable. I don't think these coaches' drafts are traditionally questionable. I think that a lot of bronze iron people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, so it kind of always sways random opinions, and people who are like not even draft specialists say it drafts bad. Like, that's just the thing that blows my mind. But I think this is a real big dick move to LS. And to be fair, I want to put this out there. There was never any true confirmation he was joining T1. It was a leaked conversation, but that could have been going anywhere. You know what I mean? But let's just take it from this point of view. Them choosing an all Korean coaching staff just because it make their fans mad that a rumor came out in a leaked Discord message that LS could be on their coaching staff is so stupid. Like, the old SKT, from how I remember them, they wouldn't care who's on their coaching staff because, for one, they were the best team in the world and they were clapping literally everybody. And they valued winning and who was on their coaching staff above all. And the issue with this is they basically just stabbed LS. They just backstabbed him. Like, I understand he wasn't really initially, like, announced as a person in the coaching staff, but those fans going super crazy that he could have been on the coaching staff is crazy. Like, I don't get why there's, like, I don't want, God fucking damn it. There's just racist people that are in League of Legends. And, like, it feels really bad that he probably missed out on a great opportunity. You know, I get that LS is a polarizing figure amongst a lot of the fans, but get over it. Stop being soft. Literally, stop being soft. And those fans that T1 gave into, fuck T1. Come on! Like, they gave into those useless, stupid fans who probably don't even buy their merch. Let's be honest here. How many of those T1 fans are in that arena? Let's say, God forbid. I know there's a lot of LCK fans. I know there's a lot of Korean fans. I know there's a ton of even Western fans that love T1. You know, T1's a great organization, being a pillar that have, you know, basically showed people around the world how to play League of Legends to a certain extent back then, and their influence is still now, if you really look at how League is played, how League is structured. But you have to factor in, the fans are not paying these players. You are just a fan of this team. They can do whatever they want. They don't have to listen to you, and they never have to listen to you. You're not paying these pro players' bills. How many of those stupid, retarded T1 fans are paying Faker's bills right now? Explain it to me, because you can't, because it doesn't exist. All these fans that say, why did you have an American on your coaching staff? Why does it matter to you? You're not paying him. Your opinion doesn't mean shit. That's what I've told people. These organizations can do whatever they want. And at the end of the day, let's be honest here. Even if they had chosen LS on their fucking coaching staff, do you know what would happen? I'll explain to you what would happen. People would have looked at their fucking smartphone cockeyed and then just accepted it. I don't know why T1 chose to give in to these stupid fans. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely feel bad for him because they gave in to stupid, random, dumb, retarded keyboard warriors. Like, that's so dumb. Like, just factor that in. That is so dumb that a stupid fan who probably doesn't even buy their merch, even in their own country probably, can have this much say. Come on, T1. You can hold your L, T1. Come on. Really? You didn't even put out a statement on LS. Come on. Why can't T1 join? Because he's not Korean? Fuck you. Go to hell. Fuck you. That's stupid. Like, it genuinely feels stupid. You're giving it to the dumbest people on this earth. Dumb, retarded fans who feel like they have a say in how these orgs are ran. Newsflash for the fans, you don't, because you don't pay any bills. Once you start putting in some of this money into this org, then you get a say. Then you can start talking. Other than that, shut your mouth, let them make their own decisions, and you follow, because you're a fan and you're gonna be with them anyway. Even if they had chosen LS, he literally would have just been most likely an analyst. And people say, imagine a person who casts the LCK region, random stupid silver analysts on Reddit, honestly think that he is not good at his job. He's obviously hired by Riot because he does a good job. Whether you like it or not, that's just how it goes. And it doesn't matter if you like him or not. He got hired by Riot because he is smart and you're a moron who's just sitting behind his screen, all cockeyed, probably having his mom pay his cell phone bill. Yeah, there's a big difference between that. So, yeah, this actually makes me very mad. I mean, I don't hate T1. I'm just kind of angry that he got all this hate, and they were, like, sending death threats to his grandma, all this other bullshit, you know? And it doesn't make any sense when they could have come out and said, hey, I know something was leaked. It's not true. We were just having a discussion. We were just talking. That's all that takes. That's all that takes. But no. They just announced a stupid freaking new coaching staff with a person they had before and then got rid of for KKoma because people said his drafts were questionable. The same people who said his drafts were questionable are the same stupid fans that said LS couldn't be part of the coaching staff. Fuck T1 for this decision. You can hold your fucking L. I don't care how you feel about what I'm saying. You can stop being soft, because let's be honest here, and I'll say it for the third time because this is going to be very, very clear, because I'm not backtracking anything I've said. I mean what I say. Okay? I don't backtrack like some people do, or they try to play a little damage control bullshit. If LS had been a part of the coaching staff, as an analyst, you would have just accepted it, and you've just been on your phone or your fucking PC, and it wouldn't have mattered. You're gonna hoop and holler, oh, I'm not gonna support Team 1. Bullshit. Yes, you are. Bullshit. That's the same thing people said when Sneaky left Cloud9. They just kept supporting him. Damn. That's what you did. Let's be honest here. The same people that said, oh, I'll never watch TSM if Bjergsen's not there. Bullshit. Yes, you are. Stop capping. I don't want to hear that fucking shit. If they put LS on the coaching staff, you would have still watched T1. That would have not have been aided. If that deters you from watching a team is who's on their coaching staff, a person you probably won't most likely even see because you only see their head coach on stage and the assistant coach, then you're stupid. That's it. I'm sorry if you felt like I was ranting in this video. I just had to get that off my chest because I was thinking about that decently today when I saw this news, and I was like, that's so messed up, man. That's just messed up. Mateo says, I'm sad for LS. My mans didn't deserve any of the hate and the damage he took on social media. This feels wrong. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. T1, you can hold your fat L. Stop giving in to stupid, retarded fans who don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, who cares if they thought you were racist because you put a white man on your coaching staff? Who cares? Who actually cares? Who cares, man? Like, it's the same stupid morons who talk about the LCS and say, I can't feel comfortable with an EU player representing my region. What do you want? Team full of white people? You fucking dipshit? Like, it's those type of things. I hate those type of things because they're stupid and they don't matter in the context of the game. So, that's it. T1, hold your L. Oh, Damwon claps your ass the whole freaking time. They're in the LCK in 2021. Probably not, because Damwon might actually fail, because that's how League works. Like, a team does really, really well, and then they start failing for some random reason. But, I digress. I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing, and Wave of Esports is signing out, guys. You guys have a good day. Peace. Yo, it's the Nightwing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video that you guys just watched, and if you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below, and if you never want to miss out on a single upload, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I post a video. Thank you guys for the continued support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.